Good day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the first episode of the second season. I actually can't believe I'm saying it's the second season. So for you guys, this is obviously today's episode. I watched yesterday's just 5 minutes ago for me, and I'm actually really surprised that that was the season finale. It literally snuck up on us. 17 episodes as well. I didn't really expect that. It's just a random number, and it really feel like it was a like a cliffhanger going into the next season. But I suppose it kind of is. You know, we did end the season with Penny and Leonard going on a date, and was it good? Was it bad? Who knows? They've had a couple of months to write a storyline. Maybe we get that in this season. The extension, the progression, the aftermath. Is it good? Is it bad? Who knows? We have to find out. I am excited, obviously, to get into the second season because usually shows get better as you move on, and obviously it wouldn't keep getting renewed if it wasn't getting better. Hopefully new characters get introduced, or people's screen time get elevated up. We get more of Howard and more of Raj, because they was kind of two of the funnier characters in the first season. I mean, I'm interested to see, obviously, if anybody else gets introduced, like dates and relationships. And I do feel like the cameos and the appearances of the guests in the season 1 was really good as well. Those episodes were the best. Like I said, actually pretty shocked that this is the second season, but it feels like we're absolutely flying now actually saying that. Can't wait to see today's episode and what's in store. Thanks for checking out today's. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into the first episode of the second season of The Big Bang Theory.
You see, what you're eating is not technically yogurt because it doesn't have enough live acidophilus cultures. It's really just ice milk with carrageenan added for thickness. What was your question again?
Do you want some?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Right.
So gas.
Yeah, got it.
Is that Baskin Robbins? Oh, that's got to be Howard, hasn't it?
There's a draft.
I don't feel a draft.
Why don't we
It's
just...
only our first date.
Yeah, okay, sure, no problem. Why don't we just figure out where we're going and when we want to get there, and then rate of speed equals distance over time.
Good night, Leonard.
Good night.
Oh, hey, Leonard, how was your day?
Bite me.
You should thank us. When future generations try to determine why your relationship with Penny crashed and burned, this right here is the black box.
She wants to slow things down. It's like saying, I'm really enjoying this meal. I'm going to slow down and savor it.
No, it's like this fish tastes bad.
We went to dinner, we talked, we laughed, we kissed. Where could I have possibly gone wrong?
Think back, Leonard. The littlest things can set women off. Like, hey, the waitress is hot. I bet we could get her to come home with us. Or how much does your mom weigh? I want to know what I'm getting into.
They're the ones that made the situation awkward.
Reaction to the goodnight kiss. No change in respiration, pupils undilated, no flushing of the chest.
Nice close-up, by the way. And the worst sign of all is you're here and not there.
I'm not there because I'm taking things slow. Which, by the way, compared to you guys, approaches warp speed.
The thing is, right, if you go into that, what they're just doing there, the whole reason why that kind of situation went awkward was because of them with the camera. You know, like, the whole reason why he said, should we go into, like, your apartment was to try and get away from them, which then obviously put Penny into, like, an awkward situation where she actually had a different mindset incentive to obviously what Lennon was talking about. He was like, look, should we get away from the camera? Didn't want to tell her it was there. Her insinuation was, should we go in and start making out and see if we can progress it further? You know what I mean? And that was all because of them. And now they're getting into his head. And if I was him, to be honest, you know, and Penny was my friend, and we was trying it off as starting, I think I would go over the next day and just knock on and just say, did that go well for you or not? Like, what's you thinking? Like, because if we're going to wing it, I would just like to pretty much know the scenario. Do you know what I mean? Do you reckon that we can have a second date, or was it not good enough? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not as if it's two randoms meeting where you could just ghost them. He's going to have to confront her at some point, you know what I mean? And they live across the hall as well. So the best thing to do is just hit it straight on. Just say, look, did you like it? Did you not? No? Okay, Sam, we'll be friends. You did? All right, let's do a second one. Easy peasy. Do you know what I mean? Just literally hit it straight on.
FYI, the hot water is inadequate on machine 2, so colors only, and 4 is still releasing the fabric softener too early in the cycle, so I'd avoid using that for your delicates.
Thanks. Has Leonard ever dated, you know, a regular girl?
Well, I assume you're not referring to digestive regularity. Because I've come to learn that such inquiries are inappropriate.
Do you think that if Leonard and I keep dating, he'll eventually get bored with me?
Do you have a working knowledge of quantum physics?
No.
Do you speak Klingon?
No.
You know any card tricks?
Okay. Leonard has no business being involved with a waitress/actress who felt so insecure that she lied to him about finishing community college. Okay, look, this is between you and me. You cannot tell Leonard any of this.
Straight up to tell him.
You're asking me to keep a secret? You can't impose a secret on an ex post facto basis.
I kind of get that.
What?
One has to be concerned not only about what one says, but about facial expressions, autonomic reflexes. When I try to deceive, I myself have more nervous tics than a Lyme disease research facility.
Look, if Leonard finds out that I lied, I will absolutely die of embarrassment.
Physiologically impossible.
Sheldon, please.
One more question, and perhaps I should have led with this. When did we become friends?
That's Sheldon all over, innit?
Green Lantern, unless I was chosen by the Guardians of Oa. But given enough startup capital and adequate research facility, I could be Batman.
Honey, if you're not doing anything Friday night, I thought maybe we could go see a movie.
Oh, I think I have the dinner shift on Friday.
What about Saturday?
I'm not sure. The manager hasn't posted the schedule yet. How about I let you know?
Great. What did I do wrong?
Why are you asking me? I have no information about your interactions with Penny other than what you've provided me, nor do I have any method of learning such things. Why do you insist on attempting to drag me into matters which have nothing to do with me, but exist between you and Penny, a person to whom I barely speak?
What's wrong with your face?
There's no reason to bring my looks into this. Good day, Leonard.
Soup of the day.
You must release me from my oath.
Sheldon, I'm working.
Why don't you take a minute to decide?
Why is it so hard for you to keep one little secret?
I'm constitutionally incapable. That's why I was refused clearance for a very prestigious government research fellowship at a secret military super collider located beneath a fake agricultural station 12.5 miles southeast of Traverse City, Michigan, which you did not hear about from me. I'm moving out.
The thing is, right, it's not even that deep, is it? Do you know what I mean? She can go over and tell him and he's just like, I'm not asked. You know what I mean? It's just... Literally, you just say, look, I just said it was on a date, it was trying to impress you. At the end of the day, yeah, if she actually said that, it'd probably make him feel a bit better anyway. Like, you was trying to make yourself look good for me. That's pretty cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always that when you're in a crowd or an environment or you like someone, you always try and be the best version of yourself. Why? Because you care what their opinion is of you. If you didn't, then you would just say any old gibberish, wouldn't you? So, like, the fact is, if Penny come clean to him and said, look, mate, I lied about going to community college. I just wanted to impress you. I wanted you to actually see me as a better person. I wanted to be, like, on your level or something. I don't know. I think it's a tick for him, to be honest. It shows that she actually cares for him and values his opinion of her.
You mean you're moving out? Why?
There doesn't have to be a reason.
Yeah, there kind of does.
Either the reason is predicated on a series of sub-reasons leading to an infinite regression, or it tracks back to arbitrary axiomatic statements, or it's ultimately circular.
We just got back from that exhibit of those plasticized human cadavers.
And some of those skinless chicks were
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pack.
kind of an overreaction to a little harmless necrophilia.
Not you, Howard. He says he's moving out.
Did you buy generic ketchup, forget to rinse the sink, talk to him through the bathroom door?
Adjust the thermostat, cook with cilantro, pronounce the T in often?
I didn't do anything. He's just gone insane.
Well, we all knew this day was coming.
My pre-packed disaster evacuation bag. It's recommended by the Department of Homeland Security.
You can't stay with me. I have a teeny tiny apartment.
Excuse me, but isn't hosting guests an aspect of Manushya Yajna, one of the 5 central religious duties or sacrifices of the Hindu householder?
See you later, Leonard.
Very old building.
60 years. Used to be a watch factory.
Don't you worry about the residual radium from the luminous dials?
Not until now.
Yeah, I was subverting the conversational expectations. I believe they call that the old switcheroo. Is that woman Aishwarya Rai?
Yes, isn't she an amazing actress?
Actually, I'd say she's a poor man's Madhuri Dixit.
Aishwarya Rai is a goddess. By comparison, Madhuri Dixit is a leprous prostitute.
Obviously, you're not that familiar with Indian cinema.
Strippergram. Tag, you're it.
No lumbar support whatsoever.
Maybe you'd be happier on a park bench.
Get out of bed, we're switching.
Now, only if you want to.
Just get in the bed.
What's going on? Are you boys roughhousing?
Just talking, Ma!
If you don't settle down right now, I'm not gonna let you have any more sleepovers.
God's sake, Ma, I'm 27 years old!
Poster of Halle Berry's a little unnerving.
So don't look at it.
She's like my 4th favorite Catwoman. She did make a fine mutant in the X-Men movies, though.
Oh, for God's sake.
But she's not my favorite of the X-Men. In order, that would be Wolverine, Cyclops. Oh, wait, I forgot Professor X. Storm.
You know what, man? I'm not gonna lie. My girlfriend, she literally has to have either TV on or like songs or like an audio book or something, and it's like, oh god, like literally going to sleep with pure noise. I literally just need the room to be as pitch black and as silent as possible for me. Now granted, I can go to sleep like 5 minutes, just boom like that, you know. It takes her ages. That's why she just sits back and just relaxes and focuses on stuff. But it's like, wake up in the middle of the night like 2 o'clock and he's got this guy like reading like a, I don't know, like a horror story or something in an audio book. It's like, oh my god, literally. Like, some people can go to bed with noise and some can't. Like, I would rather it be completely silent, same as Howard, where obviously he's got to go through some mad ritual or something, it seems, Sheldon, before he can actually go to sleep.
Hey! There he is.
What's with him?
Koothrappali dumped him on me and he couldn't get to sleep, so I gave him a glass of warm milk with a handful of my mom's Valium in it.
I'm back.
Still don't know why you left.
I can't tell you.
Why not?
I promised Penny. Mom smokes in the car. Jesus is okay with it, but we can't tell Dad.
I told you a secret. What's the secret?
Okay, I'll tell you, but you can't tell Leonard. Penny lied about graduating from community college because she's afraid she's not smart enough for Leonard. I drank milk that tasted funny.
Penny thinks I'm too smart for her. That's ridiculous.
I know. Most of your work is extremely derivative.
Hi, listen, I know what's been bothering you about us, and I have the answer.
What are you talking about?
Okay, first, I want to say that it's not Sheldon's fault. He tried very hard to keep your secret. If Howard hadn't drugged him, he would have taken it to his grave.
Pasadena City College?
A place for fun, a place for knowledge.
I get it, because Dr. Leonard Hofstadter can't date a girl without a fancy college degree.
I was gonna say that, she don't need to
It's
go.
really not that fancy. It's just a city college.
It's fine with you if I'm not smart.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't have actually said that.
Bite me.
The thing is though, like I said there, you know, he shouldn't have actually gone over and give her that. He should have just said, look mate, yeah, basically he should have done what he done, but without giving her a solution towards it. You know what I mean? He should have gone over and said, look mate, you know, he's told me your secret. You know, he was drugged by Howard and, you know, he would have took it to his grave. But I understand that you're kind of, I don't know, upset or you don't really know how to go because you told me that you went to college and you didn't really, and don't worry about it, I'm not bothered. You know what I mean? Like, I like you for you. You could have 3 PhDs, you could have none. It doesn't really change who Penny is. You know what I mean? You're the person, your personality, the way you currently are, the person that I'm currently, you know, entertained and attracted to. If you want to go to college, I can help you. If you don't, no dramas. You know what I mean? It's not a biggie to me. Like, it doesn't matter what you are financially / knowledge-wise. It's about what you are as a human and personality-wise. And I really enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, don't stress about it too much. Let's just organise a second date. Say that, job's a good one. Do you know what I mean? The fact that he's gone over and give her a solution and said, look, mate, you can go to this college and it's not really that fancy, but you can get your little thing, and then, you know, he just kind of walked into it. Do you know what I mean? He set himself up for failure there. He had good intentions, but the poor execution. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, first episode of the 2nd season in the bag. You know, I'm actually kind of a little bit disappointed that we didn't get a massive extension on the, you know, on the date from Penny and obviously Leonard. You know, we had the start of the episode with the ending of last episode, kind of the, like, they went to the date last episode in the end of season 1, episode 17, and they returned here in the 2nd season, 1st episode, but we didn't really get a massive indication of what they'd done on the date. And I wouldn't say it actually went bad. It seemed like it went all right, and he gave her a kiss, and she kind of like engaged in it. But the fact that Howard was making it awkward with his camera and he was spying on it led Leonard to obviously ask a few little things here and there that kind of made the situation, I wouldn't say a bit awkward, but make it seem like it was a bit more advanced than the actual situation potentially is. And then he got him second guessing whether it went good or whether it went bad, whether she wants to actually go out with him or not. And then obviously you got the aftermath of this with her actually speaking to Sheldon as well by saying, look, like, he's really smart, I'm just a, you know, casual person. I'm never going to be on the same intellectual level as him, and has he ever actually dated anybody who's not as smart? Do you know what I mean? Because, like, if you was dating, let's for example, you dated a psychologist, you know what I mean? Or what are them people, like a therapist, you know, where you sit down and you speak to him and they kind of like break down everything that you say and all your feelings. And is that really what you truly mean? Or is it really something deeper down inside of you? Do you know what I mean? Is it something that you really want to get out? If you dated somebody like that, everything that he said, they'd be second guessing. They'd be saying, really? Is that it? Are you sure? Do you know what I mean? Do you think it's not something that it stress you out? Do you know what I mean? Like, always thinking about, like, how you're actually going to approach the situation and thinking if someone's assessing you and that. And she's kind of thinking that with the terms of, like, how clever she is compared to him. And will it really affect their relationship? And I don't think it really will, to be honest. You know, everybody has their own personality traits and different things that they got going for them, positives and negatives. And he actually likes her, and you know, it's never really been a problem, the fact that she's not really been as smart as him ever since, obviously, we've started the season. Well, started the show. Do you know what I mean? He's always been attracted to her since he's seen her across the hall. So, I don't know. I do feel like she was second-guessing herself, and the way he was second-guessing himself because his friends was obviously, like, getting involved in there. But I do think that we're going to progress further on with them, and I'm excited to obviously see it because they are pretty decent together. And like I said, if we go up and down and round a bit before we get to the final destination, that's no problem for me as well. So can't wait for the next episode. Thanks for checking out today's. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.